Did I ever mention, everybody, that I love Dragon Ball? No. Oh, I never did? Okay, one more time.
I love Dragon Ball.
Alright, I know. Kind of a abrupt start to this video, but the thing is, though, I am so freaking excited. I have not been able to sit down, except for the time that I'm sitting down right now. I have not been able to sit down because of this, because the brand new Dragon Ball Super BROLY PV has been shown to the world. Just in Japanese right now, as I'm recording this video. It's only in Japanese, but I watched it, and oh my god, there is some stuff we need to talk about, because there is some crucial plot points that we have known for a long time with Dragon Ball, and now all of a sudden they're completely thrown out, and now, oh my god, I am so, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know. But before this episode starts getting even longer, this video even longer, I'll leave a link down in the description below for you guys to go ahead and check out the video for yourself if you haven't already. But yeah, let's get this freaking show on the road. All right, before I go any further, I just want to say that I'm not going to be showing anything on this video. All I'm going to be doing is talking about points of the video that I have that I'm seeing right now, or parts of the video that we need to talk about, because I can't really show stuff because I'm not entirely certain what I could use on a video, so I'm not going to show anything. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check out the video for yourself. But yeah, let's talk about this. The first thing that you see when you first start up that trailer, well, besides the logo and everything like that, the first thing you see is that you are on Planet Vegeta, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of Frieza ships show up. And this is, from what I could tell, this is from the beginning, when Frieza and King Cold is there too. Frieza and King Cold first show up to Planet Vegeta to let them know that they're going to be enslaved, because they have absolutely no chance to actually, you know, fight against this tyrant, Frieza. With a power level of 530,000 right from birth, yeah, there's no chance that you can even come close to fighting Frieza or King Cold, because I think King Cold's around that at that form. I'm not entirely certain, but I believe, yeah. So, like, it's really interesting because the people that actually show up, Frieza and King Cold, literally bring everybody to Planet Vegeta. It's not just King Cold and Frieza and a few, like, diplomats. It's literally the entire Frieza Force shows up. Even the Ginyu Force is striking a pose in this video, which I mean, for people who don't know, and people who are, that have seen this channel a lot, I do love the Ginyu Force a lot. So the fact that the Ginyu Force is actually in there for even a slight bit, the fact that they even mentioned the Ginyu Force makes me super happy. So Frieza and King Cold literally bring everybody there to let King Vegeta know that he's got no chance to revolt against this, and we now own you. One other thing, too, that I like to mention is that Frieza currently is in a form that we have not seen before. He's still in, like, first form right now. He is in the first form before he goes through his other forms. But the thing is that he's not wearing his armor. Usually at this point, I think it's because the reason why he's not wearing his armor is because at this point, he has not even seen, Planet Vegeta has not seen their armor. Because basically, the Saiyans are using the armor that you've always seen. This is their armor that they've always seen. It actually looks a little bit simplistic because later on, Bardock is wearing a completely different outfit than when he usually does. But Frieza has not seen this armor, and I think that's why he's not wearing anything to begin with, and that's why in the later, like in the movies from years past, he's then wearing the armor. It actually takes an idea away from me thinking that Frieza made the armor, but now it's actually the Saiyans that made the armor, and Frieza adopted it after a long period of time in the older movies. But in this newer movie, it looks like he doesn't even touch the armor. So I'm not even sure what to talk about for the armor. This form is just pink Frieza. That's all I can say right now. It's literally just pink Frieza. And I'm kind of interested what the heck that entwines. Or is that just like, you know, younger Frieza, and that's just how he looked when he was younger? Right. The next things you see on this video, which are just seconds later, then you see the baby forms of Goku, or Kakarot at this point, BROLY, and Vegeta, which is actually Prince Vegeta. It's actually quite interesting. You see that they're all kind of born around the same time. You kind of assumed that Vegeta was born around this time too, but all of them seem to be born like around like these couple of days. So it's kind of interesting that they all popped babies around then. But that's how. So all these babies are around, and then you get to see some of the parents. You see Pegasus. You see King Vegeta, which looks completely different than, well, not completely different, but the armor and the jewels he's wearing is different from his regular form. He basically, yeah, he looks a little bit different. He actually looks a little bit more powerful, in my opinion, now. And also, next thing you see is you see Bardock, which Bardock basically, at first, I didn't realize that, like, he had the scar there. I honestly thought that they were talking about a future Kakarot, because Bardock literally, I mean, he's basically the same person as Goku, just, you know, more Saiyan. He basically looked exactly like Kakarot, and the reason why I thought that is because he's not wearing his bandana. Now, in this movie, I don't know if he'll actually get the bandana. I don't even know if Bardock is part of a Saiyan team that he is in the original movies, because for people, just a refresher here, the reason why Bardock then grabs the bandana is because he gets it off of one of his fallen soldiers, which then is full of blood, and then he, like, gets all of his blood in there, and he's able to use that as a bandana. Basically, I think it's either an armband or a leg band that's eventually his headband. But in this movie, he is not wearing the red bandana that we've known Bardock for so long. Basically, one of two different ways that you can actually distinguish between Goku and Bardock, besides his scar that he actually has. So I see that, and Bardock, I mean, in the new animation, Bardock looks absolutely beautiful. But then after that, you see that he's talking about Frieza and how he's probably thinking at this point that, like, you know, Frieza is going to blow up the planet, or he's just using us. This is in Japanese, by the way, so right now I don't know exactly what they're saying, but I believe that Bardock is saying that that Frieza is just way too powerful, and we have to do something about it, or he's going to kill us all. That's basically it. All right, next up here, I'm skipping a couple parts of the trailer just because they are just showing off, like, you know, scenery, showing off the technology of Planet Vegeta, which, by the way, Planet Vegeta technology is completely more advanced than I thought they would be in these types of videos. Like, as of right now, Planet Vegeta technology is just, in my opinion, far more surpassed what it used to be in the previous movies. Or maybe it just looks prettier to me, but, like, I think it looks much better. But next up, which actually is the most important part of the freaking movie, which people probably not going to trust me on that, but the most important part of the movie is the next 5 seconds after, like, you see Broly, and then you see Frieza look at the planet, then you see text, and it is this one scene, okay? I'll let you look at it. Did you see it? Okay, let's freaking go. Basically, what this is that it's Bardock and Gine, which, by the way, we have not seen Gine in a long freaking time. Bardock and Gine send Goku off, or Kakarot off, to Earth, or so be it, to Earth. This is actually huge, in my opinion, because Bardock and Gine, they are actually looking at Kakarot with sympathy and sorrow and just a sense of pride. Like, honestly, like, in the past movies, Bardock didn't really care about Kakarot or Raditz or anything like that. Any of his children. He really didn't care about them in the past movies. And also, when it came to Gine, we knew nothing about Gine besides the fact that she was a Saiyan mom, and the actual, like, goal of Saiyan woman was basically to have kids, have strong warriors. That's basically, like, the mindset, or at least that's how I felt the mindset would be. Now, with this particular scene here, you see that Bardock and Gine have a relationship, which we never knew about. Like, we knew that Bardock and Gine, like, you know, they fought and stuff like that, and they fought together, and, well, obviously they had a bunch of kids. But besides that, Bardock didn't really talk about Gine. There was no talk about her. Gine was never in the picture. And now Gine is here, and after Goku gets sent off into the pod, they embrace. They freaking hug. They hug. I don't know what else to say. That is huge because for the long time, we've always thought that Bardock didn't really care and only cared about, fighting. But now you can see that there's actually some sort of relationship that Saiyans have. We thought they were just, warriors, just fighting, blah, blah, blah. But it looks like they actually care about each other as well. I am so happy about that because it makes me so happy that Gene is now actually in this video. Oh, I love Gene so much. I love Gene. Gene and Bardock are great. And maybe because in the past couple of years, I've gotten soft and started liking relationships more. But I love Gene and Bardock. And the fact that they're actually embracing together and being happy. I could just imagine the Tumblr fandom is absolutely freaking out right now and just screaming at the top of their lungs about this because this is huge. This is actually huge. Let me know in the comments below what you feel about it because a lot of you guys might just think it's like, oh, it's just a little hug, doesn't really mean much. But honestly, to me, it means almost everything. I love the fact that they're doing this. But next up after this, you see that Planet Vegeta is getting blown up by Frisbee. He does the whole thing right there, which also during that scene, there's no Bardock trying to stop the supernova. There's no army trying to invade Planet Vegeta. There's no one trying to fight it. It just looks like Frieza just goes, you're dead. Frieza just thought, we're bored of Planet Vegeta. We're just going to blow it up. That's how it kind of looks like. But we have to see in the movie how that actually portrays. Because the thing is, we don't know. There's a lot to not know. And also, there's a lot that I don't want to know yet. Because I want to actually go to the movie and watch it for myself and see what they actually say is canon from now on. Because I like the fact that they're actually telling the story now a little bit to let us know what the story is all about. But the thing is, there's a lot to see still, and I'm super, super happy about that. After that, you see a couple images of Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta taking on BROLY, and we see a couple more animations that we have not seen in the previous trailers. And by the way, they look stunning, better than they've ever looked. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm not a good person when it comes to animators. A lot of other people out there that actually know who animates what. I don't know that. I just like it, and I'm just like, ooh, that's very pretty. That's all I see. So, on that note, though, that's the trailer. That's a lot to take in, I know. I'm so happy. I don't know what it is. I'm just mostly happy about the fact that Bardock and Gine are there because I miss Gine so much. And I wanted Gine to actually be canon. And now she basically is canon. And it makes me so happy because I love Gine. And we might have Gine in more games. Also, Bardock's there. And I want to know what Bardock's motives is in this movie compared to the other movies. And as well, I'm just going to add on this note. I've been thinking about a couple things. Basically, what Funimation and Kiri Toriyama and people who run Dragon Ball are doing right now, and people already know, is that they're replaying BROLY, the BROLY movie, the Bardock movie, and Fusion Reborn, all in theaters before this movie comes out. That basically confirmed that Fusion Reborn has something to do with this movie, which I'm going to assume that's Gogeta, because I don't think Janemba's going to show up and Pikon's going to show up, because if that was the case, they would name it Janemba BROLY or something like that. That's not a case. Gogeta is definitely going to be in this movie. Guaranteed. He's going to be in this movie. I just know that right there. That's got to happen. There's no way that they're going to say, oh yeah, we're going to release the BROLY movie first. Then we're going to release the Bardock movie after this trailer, and then we're going to release Fusion Reborn after. You think you're subtle, Funimation. You think you're subtle, but I got you. I understand where you're coming from. But I think on that note, everybody, what we're going to do is end this video here. So I say thank you guys for joining once again. If you guys have any ideas for this, for the movie trailer, let me know in the comments below. I am super happy about this. I usually don't make these types of videos, but the thing is, I felt as though I kind of needed to because I just got so excited and I am literally sweating right now because I'm just I'm just so happy. That note, I'm gonna say thank you guys for joining once again, and I will be seeing you later. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic time this week. I love all of you. Goodbye.